Two silent giants guard a river. They do not breathe or blink, yet their presence feels overwhelming. Travelers sense them before seeing them. Stone figures carved into mountainsides. But why build such monuments? Why shape kings from living rock? What message were they meant to send? These statues were not decoration. They were symbols of authority, a declaration of rightful rule, a boundary carved into stone, a warning to approaching enemies. Their story begins long before small heroes carried great burdens, before kingdoms faded into memory, before crowns lost their claim. Their roots trace back centuries to a powerful island civilization, a people blessed with knowledge, strong, ambitious, and proud. But pride often breeds downfall. Their homeland vanished beneath waves. Only a faithful few survived. Led by determined, noble leaders, they sailed toward unknown shores, seeking refuge in Middle-earth. There they built new kingdoms. One realm rose in the north, another flourished in the south, both founded on ancient heritage, both shaped by shared bloodlines. Yet darkness was not defeated. A shadow gathered in secrecy. Alliances were formed for survival. Armies marched under heavy skies. Battles reshaped the fate of men. Victory demanded unimaginable sacrifice. A great king fell in combat, his blade broken beside him, but his legacy endured. His lineage refused extinction. His memory demanded preservation, and monuments would ensure remembrance. Thus began the purpose behind them. After the Great War, leadership shifted. The southern realm required steady guidance. Responsibility fell to royal heirs. Their rule shaped a fragile era. One ruler fell in battle, the other made a critical choice. He kept a powerful artifact, believing control meant safety. But influence slowly distorts judgment. His decision echoed through history. Soon, danger found him unexpectedly. He was defeated near northern waters. The artifact disappeared once more. The kingdom endured uncertain years. Yet the realm did not collapse. Successors worked to maintain stability. Generations strengthened walls and cities. Great capitals rose beside rivers. White towers symbolized resilience. Stone streets reflected disciplined governance. Trade and culture continued developing. But external threats persisted constantly. Eastern forces tested frontier defenses. Southern raiders challenged coastal security. Dark territories remained restless nearby. Later kings reinforced northern borders. Expansion followed strategic campaigns. Victory increased territorial influence. However, influence requires visible authority. Authority requires undeniable presence. Monuments communicate power without speech. Borders need more than soldiers. They require psychological deterrence, especially at crucial river crossings. A narrow passage demanded protection. Towering cliffs framed rushing currents. Perfect terrain for symbolic guardians. Perfect stage for royal memory. Orders were issued for construction. Craftsmen carved directly into stone. Enormous figures took shape slowly. Faces stern and resolute. Weapons gripped in firm hands. Palms raised in silent command. The river now flowed beneath watchful kings. The Argonath were more than statues. They were guardians of memory, but memory fades without purpose. So what purpose did they serve? To enemies, they were intimidation. To allies, they were reassurance. To Gondor, they were identity. Stone declaring royal authority. Stone declaring rightful dominion. Stone declaring Númenorian heritage. But centuries passed quietly. Kings dwindled into stewards. Bloodlines thinned into legend. Gondor slowly lost its crown. The white tree began dying. Hope became ceremony, not conviction. Yet the Argonath still stood, watching over a fading realm. Their raised hands never lowered, their warning never softened, even as Gondor weakened, even as Mordor stirred again. And then came the Fellowship, a small boat drifting northward, hobbits trembling beneath cloaks, Aragorn silent at the prow, Legolas feeling ancient power, Gimli staring in awe. The river narrowed between cliffs, shadows stretched across cold water. Then the kings emerged suddenly, towering, solemn, impossibly vast. Frodo felt history pressing inward. Sam felt something sacred stirring. Boromir bowed his head. For him, this was home. For Aragorn, it was inheritance. The statues mirrored his destiny, a throne waiting without a king, a crown abandoned yet remembered. The Argonath did not speak, but their silence thundered loudly. They asked a silent question: who will restore the kingdom? And will the bloodline rise? The Argonath were never temporary. They were built for eternity. Yet, eternity tests all things. Gondor's strength slowly diminished. Stewards ruled without royal claim. The crown became distant memory. But stone does not forget. Stone remembers rightful kings. Stone remembers Númenorian blood. And stone waits patiently. When Aragorn passed between them, he did not see statues. He saw responsibility carved in rock. He saw ancestors judging silently. He saw destiny demanding courage. The Argonath framed his path, a corridor of inherited duty, a reminder of fallen glory, but also promised restoration. Because history in Tolkien is circular, decline always precedes renewal. Shadows always challenge the light, and true kings return in darkness. The Argonath symbolized that hope, not loud hope, but enduring hope, hope carved against despair itself, hope towering over rushing waters, hope that refuses surrender. When the ring was destroyed, Gondor did not merely survive, it remembered who it was. Aragorn reclaimed the throne. The white tree blossomed again. The age of men began. And the Argonath still stood, witnesses to renewal fulfilled. Their warning had not failed. Their message had endured. Kings may fall temporarily. Kingdoms may fade into doubt. But legacy, when guarded faithfully, can outlast even darkness. That is the power of the Argonath. Not stone, but steadfast memory. And memory can resurrect kingdoms,